Hey everyone, it's great to see you again. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Bill Benoist, and I'm all about embracing retirement with purpose, passion, and new beginnings. And in today's video, I want to share some statistics that I came across. I was looking at a website called the National Poll of Healthy Aging. This website is put together by the University of Michigan, and it just has some fascinating studies. And there are dozens and dozens of studies. I spent an afternoon just going through and reading some of these studies, and I pulled 10 of them that I thought were just really fascinating, and I wanted to share these with you. And I'm also going to put a link in the notes section below to this website because, again, it's some interesting reading. Now, these are pretty random as far as the areas that I'm going to be touching base on. So let me share the first statistic with you. So what they found was that 39% of the workforce that is over the age of 65, now these are individuals that have not yet retired, have said that their work contributes to their overall well-being, 39%. So that's a pretty low number, right? You would hope that it would be much bigger number, 39%. But here's the thing. Only 21% of individuals between the ages of 50 and 64 said that work was a contributing factor. 39% over 65, 21% under 65. And again, age group that the National Poll of Healthy Aging targets is between the ages of 50 and 80. So there's that 30-year span. Another one here. Have you ever been scammed or been a victim of fraud? The thing is that they say that 75% of individuals between the ages of 50 and 80 have been victims of attempted scamming. And to me, that number is very low. 75%, I would think it would be, if we're talking attempted, not actually it happened, but attempted scam, I would think it would be like 99% or 100% because I get these kind of emails daily, it seems, trying to scam me out of some money. But this was interesting. They said that 30% of individuals in that age group have actually been true victims of fraud. And that has happened to me. Now, that number seems low because for me personally, I've been a victim of fraud, I think, in the last 5 years, 3 times. Now, 25% of these kind of frauds have been credit card frauds, and that's where I fell into. Of these percentages, 3% has been actually identity theft. So if you've been a victim of this, you're not alone, and also just something to be aware of. I think a lot of these companies will try to prey on elderly individuals. Here's an interesting one. 56% of adults between the ages of 50 and 80 have reported that they take aspirin regularly. Now, of this group that they take aspirin regularly, 82% say they take it to prevent heart attacks or strokes. But 57% have gone on record to say they have no history of cardiovascular disease or strokes in their family. So this is interesting. Nearly 1 in 4 the individuals that are taking aspirin to prevent a heart attack or stroke actually believe the risk is greater than the benefit. So another concern about health was cancer screening. This was interesting too. 56% of individuals disagree with the, I guess you would call it the philosophy of the medical community, that after you reach a certain age, based upon your life expectancy, there really is no need to do any further cancer screening. For example, they talked about colon cancer, I believe it was, It's not recommended that you do any more screening after the age of 75 because maybe the odds of you dying in the next few years are a lot higher. But again, 56% of the individuals that were polled disagree with that. And again, just going back to the aspirin, I think that it's showing that a lot of individuals are becoming their own advocate for the health care that they should be receiving. And I think that's a good thing. And staying with healthcare, talking a little bit about pain, and I think this is interesting. 70% of individuals between 50 and 80 have reported symptoms of either arthritis or joint pain. 70%. And if you are someone that, you get up out of your chair and you just feel stiff and all of this, you're not alone. 55% of these individuals have reported that the pain can be moderate to severe. And 49% have reported that the pain can sometimes limit the daily activities. 45% of the individuals reported that this pain can actually be every single day. If you are suffering from arthritic or joint pain, 70% of individuals between 50 and 80 are, so you're not alone. So here's another interesting fact. Home cooking. 47% of individuals say that they cook dinner at home 6 to 7 nights a week. 42% say they cook dinner between 3 and 5 nights a week. I think that's where I fall into it. And 11% say they cook dinner between 0 and 2 days a week. 47% of individuals between the ages of 50 and 80 have no dental insurance. I'm one of those individuals as well. I've looked at the dental insurance, I've done the math, and I'm playing the odds with it. But at my age, I do my best to take care of my teeth, and I have not had dental insurance for at least 5 years. And I know that I've saved a lot of money too. You have a pet? 55% of adults 50 to 80 have a pet, with 68% having dogs and 48% having cats. And the remainder of those individuals have some small animal like a bird or a hamster or a fish. I did a video talking about individuals that are the happiest in retirement, and I cited 5 things, and one of those things was having a furry friend. Check out the video here in the upper right hand corner. Having a pet can really add to the quality of your life. So another study that was interesting was they found that the majority of individuals 65 and over will go to bed 1 to 2 hours before those under 65 and wake 1 to 2 hours earlier. Yeah, that's definitely me. I go to bed at about 8:30. I know there's so many people out there that think I'm crazy. They're saying, God, I stay up till 11 or 11:30 or midnight or something. But I also get up at 4:30. If I'm not up at 4:30, I feel like I'm oversleeping. So if you're wondering how your sleep patterns relate to others, there you go. So finally, number 10, what they found is that the divorce rate for individuals 65 and over is now at 15%. I know that number sounds low, but here's the kicker. Go back to the 1990s and that number was just over 4%. It's now tripled since 1990. So there you go. I thought some of these numbers were really interesting. I wanted to share them on this channel. I hope you found the video interesting. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification as I do upload new videos every Tuesday, and I'd hate for you to miss one. Once again, thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.